favorite memory of my mother is coming home from kindergarten from the morning to the afternoon and watching The Price is Right with her and having my tuna sandwiches on toast. And we're going to The Price is Right this summer, so hopefully they tell her to come on down.
My mom's a Spanish teacher and she wanted to teach me the verb despertarse, which means to wake up. So she came into, it was like a Saturday morning, I was really tired, I love sleeping in, and she comes into my room at 9 a.m. screaming at the top of her lungs, "Es la hora para despertarte! Es la hora para despertarte!" And I was like, "Get out!" But laughing hysterically because who does that? So anyway, that's my favorite memory of my mom, and I've never ever forgotten the verb despertarse.
We were at an amusement park, and I was really scared to go on a ride, and she went on it with me, and I felt better.
That my mom made me love musicals because she took me to see Les Mis when I was 9, and she took me to see Rent on my 16th birthday.
One of my favorite memories of my mom actually was the first time I remember her farting, because she doesn't fart very often. And we had a friend come over who was, I think, recording something for me actually, and we had to move one of the couches in the living room, and she was laughing very hard and she bent over and farted, and I almost died.
One time I was little and I was reading in bed when I wasn't supposed to, and I was under my covers, and she came upstairs and I hurried and hid, and she asked me if I'd been reading a book, and I thought I was going to get in trouble, and she just laughed with me for like an hour, and so that's my best memory.
Yesterday, this is one of them, we had a lot of things in our luggage, and then I asked if I could hold it, and she said, "No, let me," and she carried like 20 pounds up a huge hill and then down a hill. Yeah.
She fell down on our vacation when I was in the 4th grade. Or when she got lost at sea on a float when I was in the 4th grade.
But we were in Fire Island, and we were in the bedroom, which must have been upstairs. I remember a window, and there was a blackout, and it was at night, and it was absolute darkness. I could see absolutely nothing. And I remember sitting on the bed next to you and you just comforting me. And even though I was as scared as possible and could see nothing, you being there was what I needed.
When she came to New York by herself to visit me and we went to see Les Mis. That is my favorite memory with my mom. And then we walked through Central Park and we saw Tavern on the Green, and we saw the Imagine Star in Central Park, and we just had a beautiful day.
When I was afraid to go on planes, and then I was on my first flight, and then my mom helped me, and I was fine, and that was a good memory. I really enjoyed that.
Learning how to harmonize in the car. But the first song I ever learned how to harmonize to was This Land Is Your Land. I'm not going to sing the whole thing, but it was This Land Is Your Land, This Land Is My Land.
We were in Disney World, and she went with me in the Haunted Mansion, and yeah.
Every summer we would go to our summer house in Montauk, New York, which is in the eastern part of Long Island, and it was just a great time. There were a lot of kids and a lot of moms, and they would leave their husbands home, and it just was really fun.
My mom, I was late for school until we lived in Taiwan, and I was late to get to school, and my mom was hustling me out the door, and I got upset and I was crying, and my mom, I had to walk to the bus, and I walked to the bus crying, and when I got home from school, my mom came up to me, and I was like 6, and she apologized to me. She was crying and she apologized to me for being mean to me that morning, so that's a very sweet moment.
Staying up really late and talking. I guess it's not one particular moment, but just being able to talk for hours with her. I was a little girl, and she was putting me to bed, actually, and she sang me a lullaby. But while she was singing this lullaby, her face was beautifully lit by the moonlight, and I felt so safe, and I just thought that she was an angel and a gift to me.
It's her obsession with Disney. It's how we went, growing up, we went once a year, and she would plan for like weeks in advance, and we'd get there and there'd always be some surprise.
We have this green leather recliner
that my mom always used to sit in watch TV when I was growing up. And one of my favorite things to do actually would be to, when I was small enough, kind of wedge myself in the seat with her, and I'd watch TV, and I always thought that was a special time, and it's one of my favorite memories.
My mom is an interior designer, and she's taught me to fit a lot of things into very small spaces, which is the most valuable skill I could have possibly chosen for tour. Thanks, Mom.
So I thought I would never understand why I would have to clean for the cleaning lady, and now when I'm at the hotel, I clean up before the cleaning service comes in.
Life isn't fair because I'm the mom, that's why, and no physical ailments at bedtime.
As shit fire to save the matches. And I really like that. I use it a lot.
Because I said so.
Be in the moment. We've both taken to philosophy.
So I hope you have a daughter just like you someday. And I do. And it wasn't meant in a nice way.
Yeah.
My mom and my father too have been so endlessly supportive of both me and my brother and all of our dreams. They are the only middle-aged people at my brother's dive bar rock concerts in the middle of the night in St. Louis. They come to every show that I ever do.
My mom is really understanding and empathetic and good at relating to everyone and knowing what they're going through.
She's really giving. She's really giving to everyone.
She's really nice and she wants me to succeed. And she's awesome.
Her shopping ability, because she's the best shopper that I know, and she can start at 9 in the morning and go until 9 at night, or whenever the stores close, and I can't keep up with her ever.
Patience. And by that I mean she has no patience.
Her sense of humor, definitely.
Probably her dedication and just how much thought she puts into everything. For example, every Halloween, she would spend days and hours, days, weeks, on my costume. One of the costumes she made was the Goosebumps books by R.L. Stine. She made me the costume Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. She put me in a cardboard piano. It's amazing.
She's the best mom ever.
Her heart.
She's usually smiling.
Really just listening to what I'm saying, and she really cares about me, and she's really nice, and she's just great.
My mom is the most amazing woman I think I've ever met in my life. There's nothing that she wouldn't do for her children, and on top of being such a nice, caring, funny, happy person, there are numerous qualities of my mom that I think are the best.
Completely dedicated to her children. She is there. She is your best friend. She is tenacious. She will fight for you to the death.
She's always there whenever I do something wrong.
My mom is incredible. She is so inspiring because she has managed to basically live her dream and find her passion and continue to really go for what she wants, even at 60 years old and at so many different points of her life. And
The fact that she's incredibly level-headed and very grounded all the time, regardless of how ridiculous anyone else in the family is being.
She is an awesome mom, which I'm sure everyone said about their mother, but it's only true about mine. Sorry, other moms. But my mom is very, very giving and loving, and there's nothing in the world she wouldn't do for me or my brother or anyone in our family. She's the best.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. I love you, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day!
Happy Mother's Day, Barb.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Love you, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Love you, Mommy.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. I love you, Mommy. Bye.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Well, I'd say